Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Never know what to say in this time when I'm waiting for everybody to come on. I don't know. I always, almost everything other than my course that I made. Hi, Ellen. Hi, love, Miss Ivy, Rosemary. How are you guys? Everything except my Art and Bloom course, I've always done like lives. I've never filmed myself without talking to people, so it's so hard. Like I can't even imagine doing that because I love doing it this way because the back and forth of feeling like I have company while I'm doing this. I don't even know that I could keep talking myself if no one gave me anything to talk about because my mind would just stop. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Henriette. Hi, Ellen. Good morning. Hi, Anita. Oh, look at everybody up bright and early. I got up early this morning. Well, no, I didn't. I actually slept in. I think I really needed it. I don't sleep well at all. But I got up and I made a list of all of the things that I need to get done, and it makes me feel a little more in control. Hi, Tamara. How are you? So, guess what we're painting today? I mean, I'm just going out on a limb and just doing another paint. Oh, look, I think I finished this. I just saw that in the background here. I'll show it to you. Wait, let me turn this around. I think I'm finished. There's a little bit of glare on there. But how fun. There's glaring down here because it's still, you can see the sheen of it still a little bit wet. I did that oiling out of it this weekend and finished it up. So we're going to paint another peony because I can't help myself. And now I have friends telling me that I can come get peonies at a little farm. Are these? Yes, I got these at a market called Roots. If Ellen Core is on here, she knows Roots. So I'm sure it's 10 minutes from my house. And I went to get Simply Greek, is our favorite Greek food. I got that for dinner for last night. And I checked to see if they had peonies and these beautiful ones. And before they opened up, there were a lot more pink. And this little one peeking out the top here is my one and only peony that I grew in my backyard. It bloomed, so I cut it yesterday and just added it to the bunch. So it's just gonna make a little appearance in some of my paintings, I think. But no, I'm not tired of painting peonies, and I'm sorry if you didn't want me to be painting them again. I always think about what you guys think. I'm like, oh, they don't want me to be doing that again, and then I accidentally, I don't know, I might play with some of these. Yeah, Roots. Roots is it's a unique place. I was looking for and gosh, now I can't even think of what I was looking for. Do you know your paint tubes, you just know them and you can't even remember the colors? You guys probably aren't as bad as me at forgetting everything in the world, but I was looking for a really pale pink. I can't think of the name. Well, I didn't find it, but I found all those colors that I thought would be fun to play with, which is a little crazy. Yesterday I did one and I used Torrid Gray, and I liked how that turned out. I'll move some of these around a little bit. They're in my way for mixing. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I'm going to get no masks ever at Roots now, unless you see me there, Ellen. I have mine on. Yes. All the stand holders had them on, though. But yes, it's a unique place for sure. Yes, I love peonies, too. Am I casting a lot of shadow? I guess I can't really help that. It's the one and only thing that really has a vibrant spot of color there, but I like that. So how is everyone today? Just curious what the price of 4 to 6 buds are back east. For the Northeast, I paid $10 for the bunch. This, can you see, I was going to maybe do, I thought maybe I had other pictures of it on here, but they're all on my phone. This was, I think I paid $3 a bunch. So they really vary here widely, I think, because I don't know really, because I guess they can get different amounts in different places. But this was $3 a bunch, and there were probably 5 in a bunch. But when I was at Central Market on Saturday, that place that I love to go to market, I don't know if you ever see it in my stories, but I actually used to work there when I was young. They had them at a little Mennonite stand, and they were 50 cents a piece. So, how perfect is that? And unfortunately, I've got to plant more of my own. I think I'm going to just kind of have fun with this. Like, especially with peonies, it lets me paint a little looser. It doesn't let me. I just feel confident to paint a little looser. I guess that's the better terminology. And put down some colors that maybe aren't as accurate and might be a little wild and crazy, because I find that I like my art more when it's a little more expressive like that. But it's really hard to let myself do it. I'm sure you kind of know what I mean. This little bud's beautiful. We have a little yellow in there. I have to think about my darks and lights. This is more complicated than some of the ones that I do for you guys on Wednesdays, but it's like one of those ones spoke to me this morning. I saw it in my camera when I was making my list of what to do today, and I thought, that's the one I want to paint. That happens most of the time. That's how I get my inspiration. I just kind of know which one has to happen. So what's new with everybody? Anything fun? Has anyone been plein air painting or doing anything exciting? Local fancy food store, they're $6 each. Wow, Susan, that's fancy. They were about that, I think maybe even more at Central Market before they were totally in season, when they were harder to get. It's that supply and demand, I guess. And then I called a local flower shop just to see if they had any the other day. And they're like, oh, no, you can just grow those in your yard. And it's like, yeah, but not everybody does. I want to plant more of them. Good morning, Allie. How are you? Hi, Nadia. Yeah, that's a lot. But, they're well worth it. Other flowers cost that much, and they're nowhere near as pretty. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these all these colors. I'm just gonna go a little crazy here. Go out on a limb and try and be loose and free. It's no fun myself recovering from COVID. Oh, Nadia, are you doing okay? As long as you're recovering, I guess that's the most important thing. That is no fun. Yeah, in the United States, we're kind of opening up for business as usual, which feels fabulous, but hopefully it'll stay that way. I hope, because I love it. Yeah, I really haven't known very many people personally that have gotten COVID. I would say almost no one, which I'm fortunate to say. Much better now. Good. That's good to hear. Yeah, being sick is no fun. I'm not good at that. Hi, Arlies. I'm having sips of my coffee, too. I didn't have enough coffee yet this morning. I thought I got up early, but really I did not get up early at all. This line here, that shadow. Hello to Chile. What's the weather like there? I've never been there. I have to think a little bit more on this one because the colors are... hello to New Hampshire. Yeah, where's everybody from? Pop in here where you're from. I love knowing that. I always love knowing where everybody's from. It makes me think, I love to go places and visit everyone. It's kind of like we're all together. North Carolina, Louisiana, Singapore. Wow. Chile, what time is it in Singapore? Make sure I didn't miss any. Kerrville, Texas. Irish Texan, that's a cute name. Long Island. Mary, where in Long Island? Did you tell me before? Patty Zelinsky says, Kim, I have a question. The transparent lighter, when you use water mixable oils, do you dilute those with water or do you zest it? Oh, well, now I had this product. It's called shoot, I took it to my computer. I don't have it here with me because somebody else asked me that same question. But Winsor Newton sent me a product, and I think it's just called Medium, something like that. Medium. If you send me a message and ask me later, I will tell you. But I actually took it to answer someone else the same question. So, and it's a little thicker than water. It took me a little while to get used to it, but the paintings that I did with the water mixable oils, I liked how they turned out. They felt a little bit like this, and that gave me this layer that looks more transparent and spontaneous. So yeah, I think it's, if just look it up. It's Winsor Newton, or you can ask me if you don't find it, but it's Winsor Newton, and I think it's called Medium or something. Medium for water mixable oils. Yeah, because they sent me a bunch to play with. And I felt like some of their paints, like they did act like regular oil paints, like not totally. But I think you can also, I think Allie told me this, you can actually mix regular oils and water mixable oils. So if you're not doing it, like I don't know if you're doing it for health reasons that you want water mixable or cleanup reasons or whatever, but you could play with a little bit of both too. Like adding in some water mixables and using some traditional oil paints. If you have trouble getting the feel that you want, this transparent layer. So I don't think this is a very unhealthy way to do it because I do have very little medium that I even use. Hello to India, Cambridge, UK. It's 2010. I'm never good at that. Like 5:30 in the afternoon or something like that. Ireland, New York, Ontario, Canada, Tallahassee, Spain. Hola. Do you use oil or acrylic? I'm using oils. Spanish oil. I've used both at the same time. Yeah, that's what I thought you said, Allie. And you like how that worked. I'm just putting a little moisture in those spots. I think that's fun enough, right? Fun enough. There's never too much fun. Cleaning up my transparent layer here on my palette, and then I can do my pigment stick layer for my messy middle, as I like to call it. 2010 is 0810. Thank you. It's too much math for me at this hour. Honestly, it's too much math for me anytime. Yep, anytime. Whoops, I'm sorry. I have my pigment sticks, my phone's in my way of grabbing what I need. Let me just get them all here so I don't bump you again. I bumped you again. All right, here's I need to get more of this metallic gold. I love this color. And I need to peel. So this gets a little bit of paper. Like when it gets down to the paper, I can't get anything off. So I have to peel some of that off. That's all you have to do to get to it. And of course, now I've got paint under my nails. Hi, Anita. Is anybody working on anything fun or exciting right now? I just did my post yesterday. I had done this company, UIN. I never know how to say it. UIN Footwear had sent me shoes to play around with, and I painted my own and shared them. I don't know if you saw them yesterday. That was fun, a really fun project. That one up there is a little soft. Arches, yes, I am using Arches oil paper. I actually just ordered more panels because I have a commission that I had to do 9 paintings on my 6x9 panels, the raised panel that I usually paint on. And they're hard to get right now. So I think I'm going to be painting on this Arches paper for a while until I can get more of those panels. I hear wood's, it's hard to get wood right now. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Like wood's super expensive. We're building our geodisc dome. What is that? It's fun. A geodisc dome. I don't know what that is. They were so happy feet. Yes, happy feet for sure. I can't wait to wear them. I was hoping they would reproduce. Yes, me too, Ellen. That would be awfully fun. Maybe if people request them, they'll do it. That would be cool. They actually sent me 2 pair of them to play with, so I can do one more design if I have time, because it really was fun to do that, as you can imagine. So I did it on paper, and then I'm doing not very well with talking and thinking today, am I? I did it on paper, and then I did it on the shoes just to make sure, because it's acrylic. I really wanted to do it with oil paint, but this one's down to the nub too. I have to peel this off. I really wanted to do it with oil paint, but they would take too long to dry. And I don't know if it would soak. It probably would soak through even if I prepared it, but maybe that's what I'll do with the other pair. The white ones. They're cute white too. They're cute just as shoes, but I love all the designs, and it would be cool if they reproduce mine. I don't know how they decide who gets to do that. And this is pretty complicated for me, isn't it? Like half a soccer ball. Is it a house, Cheyenne? Or is it a thing, a project? Or is it little? Is it big? Okay, now let's mix some colors. It's got still has a lot of glare. Huh? Glare issues. If I do that, is that a little better? Maybe a smidge better. That's hard to imagine that that's going to look anything like that, isn't it? That's certainly a messy middle if I ever saw one. So I'm looking here at this just to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm seeing how dark it is over in here. So maybe I'll do a little bit more transparent of the dark blue in here, just to kind of remind myself of how dark that is. So I get my darks. Ellen, what do we always need to have? A dark, a light, a happy, and a bright. I can't remember. I can never remember that. A dark, a light. I don't know. Ellen, what is it? It's 500 square foot dome home. Popular in New Mexico. Oh my gosh, isn't that fun? Wow. That's really exciting. Love that. Oh, can't wait. You have to send me pictures. So when will it get built? Are you just planning it right now? Or is it actually being built right now? A dark, a light, a dull, and a bright. Yes, we have to remember that. It's good to have that in every painting. All right, I'm going to scoot you guys over here with me to mix some colors. My messy studio. So I'm getting ready to play around with my calendar for the Yes, dull equals neutral. Oh, thank you. So I was prepping a whole bunch of these panels for to do my work on my calendar. So I gessoed probably I feel like 100 of these. It wasn't 100, but it probably was 40 of them this week. Okay, I need lots of shades of white and a little bit of pink, a little bit of green, and some neutrals. That's not too bad. I think yesterday I did a painting. I didn't post it yet. There was another peony. It might have been buds. Actually, can barely remember that. But shoot, what was I going to say about it? Something, and now I forget. I hardly used any color. Like, it was crazy how very little color I used in the whole painting. Sometimes they just go that way. It's amazing how far oil paint goes. Like, there are times when I mix up paints and I feel like I never mix enough. And then other times I'm like, boy, I hardly used any paint and did a whole painting. Do you ever feel like that? Nope, we live in one and adding on our second one. Oh, that's so fun. Allie said, so hard to find my way after the lines are gone. Yeah, it is a little tricky. I guess there are different amounts of how much information you can put in there. Like you could go back in and kind of draw over top of it if you wanted to with your wipeout tool, if it made you feel like that. Ellen, are you in the Inspiring Art Collective? Oh, you are, aren't you? Because we're going to do something this week. I'm going to do a dog portrait, and I was just preparing for that this morning before I got on here. It's a commission that I need to do for my cousin, and I'm going to show you how I map it out, because with a portrait like that, it has to look like the dog. Like it can't be ish. It has to look much more accurate so that, you know, they relate to it, the person who orders it. So I'm going to show you my trick for doing that. So that might help you a little bit, because it's practice and getting comfortable with not knowing where your lines are and your edges are and all that. But it's also, if it makes you feel more comfortable as you're learning, it's good to do that too. So I do like a tissue transfer. So I'm going to do that as our lesson this week. Fun colors. I was playing with this yesterday, Tort Gray. I have a lot of it. Oh, good. Yeah, I think that'll help you. It's a really pretty color. It's like kind of not iridescent, but can you see? It's like, it's very thick looking, and it's kind of a grayish, brownish, taupish color. I don't even know how to explain it. I hear that they make, whenever they mix up Tort Gray, it's like whatever all the colors are that are left over. So it may be different each time you get it. A little bit different. But that's sort of fun too. Some beautiful neutrals. I like the texture of it too. Happy birthday, Ellen. I get lost and lose my proportions after the initial stage too. Yeah, this will help you with that if you want to do it this way. I always play too. Like there's some people that I follow on Instagram, like Teddy Parker, or even like Karen Jurek. They like start. Oh, is everything moving for you guys? Let me know if it's not. I can try to. I don't know what I could do. Maybe the internet's coming in and out. Laura says, I have a dog commission to do too. Good. Good. I hope it helps you. So let me know. Pausing. Video freezes on and off. Oh, darn. I'm not sure what I could do. I could stop it and start it again. If it doesn't get better, let me know, and maybe that's what I'll have to do. Stop the whole thing and save it and then come back on. I've been having a lot of internet issues here, so it could be me. I found this fun one too. This is Vasari Orchid. I never used this, but maybe today's a good day to play with it. That's when I love getting out these kinds of colors. Oh, good, Ellen. I'm glad you're back. Missed you. Okay, so need those kind of dark. I'm going to use more of this Tort Gray. Maybe put some blue in it. Isn't that pretty? Let me see if that matches. And I have another friend who wrote to me and offered me some peonies. Like, how lucky am I that my friends actually remember how much I love peonies and call and let me know I can come get some. They love that. No friends like the best friends are friends that get you peonies, right? Oh my gosh, I love that color. That's very close to that like neutral that's in the background there. I need some whites. Ellen, me too. Let's plan our trip. We keep saying that. We need to make some plans to do some fun things. I need some road trips. I need to get out of the house. I feel like I hardly ever leave my home. Oh, I'm not even looking. You can see what I'm mixing, right? Yeah, that's all in here. Let me get some whites. I need... Oh, isn't this? Let's see what Radiant Violet looks like too. That's similar to that other one, but lighter and brighter to the orchid. Gosh, I could just mix colors all day long. I'm going to do 2 piles and kind of do a really cool white and a warm white. Yes, peonies are my favorite too. It's like kids. I don't want to say I have a favorite, but I definitely have a favorite with flowers. Not with kids. No favorites. Road trip for sure. Yes, I am in. So that's cool. So what color would go a little warm? Maybe I'll use some of this blue. I think I'm going to just put a little bit of brown in there. I don't know if they're different enough to tell. She said, "Hi, Kim, beautiful day in Ohio. Thank you for all you do. I'm enjoying learning from you." Thanks, Susie. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Gamblin has a beautiful gray color. It's hard to get the right gray color. It is tricky. Grays are tricky. I was actually looking for Payne's gray when I found that other color, but I never did find the Payne's gray. But I just ordered a new one. My friend Shelby, I did a chat with her on Zoom that she recorded called her Fireside Chat, Shelby Dillon. She was telling me about one called Asphaltum. So I ordered that yesterday as a treat, and it's she said it's kind of like an asphalt color, regular white. So that's, now see, in this case, like I can hardly tell which is, this is cool and this is warm. Cool and warm. I think I'm gonna make this a little more blue. Oh, there we go. These subtle shifts in color are sometimes a little tricky. Just do this, mix this in a little. All right, let's see what you know what? I'm gonna mix one more color. I'm gonna mix some of this with some of this. Kind of get a medium gray there. That's nice. I think that'll be good to have that. Oh, I don't have any greens. I have to get a little bit green. Better late than never, right? I'm always just happy when I'm not late. Oops, I'm knocking into everything, making a mess. I think I'm good. I think let's play with these colors and see what we get. Hi, Nancy. Okay. I need a little sip of my coffee. What's everybody having, coffee or tea? When I have this much white in any color, it becomes chalky. Yeah, white can become chalky. When I'm going with that much white, whoops, I lighten it. No, wait, I gotta move my coffee out of the way. I think I had this over here more. Yeah, that's better. But a lot of times, like when I'm lightening a darker color, I won't use white to lighten it. I use other colors. That helps sometimes. Isn't it warm if it leans to yellow and cool if it leans to blue? Yeah, but you know, that's also tricky because in theory, like broadly, I would say kind of with acrylics, I would say that, you know, warm colors are red and yellow, and cool colors are blue and green. But in oil paints, like the temperature, yeah, the white temperature shift is so hard to see. And like if you think about it, like an ultramarine blue is warm blue, but like that manganese blue hue is a cool blue. So that all colors can shift warm or cool, but I guess they do lean then in that direction. So maybe the ultramarine leans more toward red, right? And it's a lot to think about. But yes, yeah. a white's, yes, a white's temperature is hard to see. I agree. I feel like all temperatures are hard to see. I'm still always challenged by it. It's a fun challenge, though. I love learning more about it, and it's partly intuition of knowing what to put where, and it's partly, you know, studying it enough to know what's happening. Experience and intuition, is that what I mean? I have no idea what I mean. Just a tardiness. Hi, Martha. How are you? I'm having my fat cow coffee this morning. Always better late than never. Tardiness. Yeah, I'm very rarely tardy. I was never allowed to be tardy as a kid, and it's like I'm almost obsessed with never being late for anything, which can be a little crazy sometimes. Look for my dark areas. Oh, did you order more, Ellen? Did you get the Ethiopian? Is that your favorite? That's what I ordered some too yesterday. Are you coming to see me today, Martha? Nothing better than having my coffee delivered by my friend. So fun. And Ellen, can you hear my music playing? I need to turn it down a little bit. There's a lot going on in here. All right, I'm going to turn my radio down. I'm afraid my music. I should just not have it on, but sometimes the quiet is so loud to me. I'm not good at quiet. Never had quiet around me in the last 30 years. So it's almost like quiet is so loud that I can't not hear it. Does that make any sense? I can't not hear quiet. Quiet's louder to me than noise is. Oh, yay, Martha. If that works for you, I actually have enough coffee for tomorrow, too. Well, yesterday, I just had a day. It was a crazy day. I don't know if the planets were misaligned. I don't know what was going on, but like everything was awful. Like our refrigerator broke, so we had to move. Fortunately, we have a fridge in our garage, which is good. But Isabel and I had to move all of our stuff. Oh, good, Ellen, thank you. Isabel and I had to move all of our stuff from the fridge into the garage fridge all of a sudden, and work was busy, and I really didn't have time to be doing such shenanigans as all that. And it was just a day that I felt like nothing went well until I got to yoga, and that helped. That always helps rebalance things. And oh, good, thank you. I'm glad you can't hear it. All right, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Time's going to fly by, and I'm not going to be ready. Ready for what? I have no idea. That's where that is. This is a little... Get that one in, kind of. So I forget what I was talking. I was talking about my crazy day. Yeah, it was just one of those days that, and in the end, I got a lot done in my day, but probably nowhere near what I wanted to. But today's a new day, and I feel confident again. Like by the end of the day, I felt discouraged and tired and a little bit grouchy, which I don't get grouchy too often. But then I woke up this morning feeling better. And some of these colors show through. I'm just going to let that in there. Partially eclipsed full moon. Yeah. Oh, is that what the problem was? Was it one crazy planet night? I swear I can always tell when something crazy's going on with the universe, because it's so quick to get off balance. just kind of dancing around here looking for my kind of darker areas. I think I kind of have them in now. And where I have white showing through in my dark areas, I don't want that. Thanks, Emily. I think you were. You're on the phone with Isabel and I was feeling a little grouchy. I don't get grouchy very often, do I? Hardly ever. Get some of these stems in here. Emily, that's Martha laughing at you. I'm sure you knew that. All right. Whoops. You know what? I think I bumped this for a reason. I think I need this little one. What size iPad do you have? Trying to gauge size of painting. Oh, Megan, it's this is a 6x8. And yeah, my iPad's just a regular old iPad. It's 7 by 9.5 or whatever. I think I need a new iPad. Please explain the beginning color choices. Well, I'm just like being a little random. I don't know what I'd even explain. I try to trust my intuition and have fun with the underpainting so that when I go in with colors over top that it kind of looks a little spontaneous. I would say I'm trying to get more loose with my painting style. I'm always trying to loosen up my painting style. Like someday I'll just let this messy middle be the end painting. Oh, I'm learning from you at Art and Bloom course. I love, oh good. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. That's good to hear. Yes, that was really fun to create that. I feel like I need to make my next course, but I can't quite wrap my mind around it yet. What it should be and how to make it happen, how to find the time, all those fun things. But I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Definitely was a labor of love. With that shadow, and there's a little bit, oh, you know what, let's get this smaller one out again. No, I don't have anything quite. I want to pull this in right here. I think that's a hint enough. Like I try to make things kind of hint and look, but I don't want it to be too literal. Like I don't want to get lost in the weeds. Is that the right term? Because I want some of the spontaneous background to show through. And I want it to kind of look loose. But yet, I guess my real goal, and it always has been, but I don't know that I've achieved it, is I love, like when I see paintings, that when you're back away from them, they look super realistic. But if you get up close, all you see are the brush strokes, like that the brush strokes kind of dance and you get lost in that. Does that make any sense? I think that's always what I'm trying to achieve. Like that little bit was all that needed. It would be cool to have someone filming your painting for those who can't make the trip. My painting fall for Ellen, you mean in New England? The one I'm doing in whoops, shoot, now I just got my paintbrush all dirty. Yeah. I'll wipe it off or I'll have that all over myself. Yeah. That's coming up quick. I don't even want to think about it being fall yet. It's hard to think about, people who do work on things for licensing and stuff, they have to work a season ahead. And I'm sure they get used to that. But for me to think, even begin to think about Ellen, I assume that there are still spots in Connecticut. I haven't heard from her, so I don't know if any have sold or not. Several people have asked me about them, but I should write to her and ask. But I think so. I would love if you will come. If you come, we could ride up together, actually. That would be fun. Love a driving buddy. That's a long way to go in a car by myself, but I'm sure I would be entertained, but would love a buddy. Oh, those are fun little petals. Okay. Can you see that okay? Oh, yes, you can't because of the borders being closed. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the New England retreat. And the woman who's hosting it, she just seems lovely. Like super nice, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, she found me. She must have found me on social. And then she had asked me to do this way back before COVID, and I was all but ready to go, and then COVID hit and we postponed it. But I think she's got everything, kind of organized to be as safe as she can be, and her bed and breakfast looks beautiful. It'll be fun to do a workshop where I don't have to do any of the work either. Like, I just get to come and paint, and she'll take care of the meals and all that kind of stuff. Although I can't complain, like my husband usually does that for me when I have workshops here, which I should do another. I was thinking I could do another one here now that things seem safe. I think I like that, but it might be a little too large. And there's a dark side over here. Now I feel like I'm getting lost. Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah. And like one day we'll do like a little road trip and go see something in that area, which would be fun. I think that's enough of a hint, but now this background side, let me just do this. It's one of my favorite vases. I actually kind of forgot I had it and got it out for these peonies yesterday. All right. I'm really getting lost in these. It's so detailed. It's hard to step back from it. Now I'm looking at it through the camera, through the lens. I'm having a sip of my coffee too. Well, I better get moving because time is going fast now. All right. Sometimes setting a time limit for yourself too. It forces you not to get too lost in the weeds too. Like now that I'm thinking, I got to get moving because time's almost up. There's like a hint of pink on that one. I love the ones that have just like tiniest hint of color on them. Like there's just a hint of pink in here. Okay. I could. This is too bright of a spot right here as I'm looking in the camera, in the phone lens. You know what I mean. Do participants need to bring? Nope, Ellen, I'm bringing all the supplies. Just like my other courses, I like to have my own supplies because I feel like I have much more control over people's end result when they're using my supplies. My son just bought a cabinet in the Berkshires. I'm getting closer to the group. Oh, Nancy, that's so fun. Is that New York? Where are the Berkshires? I don't even know. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that fun when your kids have vacation places that you can go and use? But I'm trying to find a place to go to the beach with my friend like in 2 weeks, and it's like it is nearly impossible to find a place to stay in at the beach right now. I have to get my husband to work on that for me. I won't have a solution in time. It's fun to have, be able to go to your kids' places. I love that. Southwest corner of Massachusetts. Oh yeah, that's great. The Berkshires. It sounds fancy. It sounds like Dirty Dancing kind of a place. I don't think I've ever been there. As we all want out. We all want to get out and live life, right? See friends. Do things with friends. Here I am thinking about my warm and cool again. I don't know why this is so hard for me. This is like super fun to dance around and do these. It's woods. Woods are good. Okay. Let Kim get on task here. Oops, that got a little, I don't want that to have that feathery edge. There, that's a little better. I think I can put some lights in now. I think that, Cheryl, for some reason, I think that roses are really hard to paint, more so than these. But this particular one is a little challenging, and I knew it was going to be because there are so many details, and it's hard to get the detail and the feel of the flower. Like, who I love, oh no, I'm not going to remember. I always bring things up and then I can't remember what the people's names are. But this artist always says, like, I don't want to paint the peony. I want to paint peony-ness. I want to paint the feel of what the peony is like instead of getting lost in the thing that I'm painting. Does that make sense? Something I'm always working on too. Brian Rutenberg says that the feeling of it, not the actual, like, don't think about painting a peony, think about painting the feeling of a peony. All this little wispy, fun little parts kind of dancing together. That's what I have to do now. There's little edges peeking through, and the softness, the peony-ness. And now I'm going to kind of dance around. Peony-ness, yes. We love peony-ness. This needs to go a little lighter right there to differentiate that. Let's get paint on my... The peony-ness is coming up. All right, I have a few more minutes to get that, to accomplish it. And this is a little darker in here. And I think a little white showing there. I don't want that white. That's a little better. Fragrant painting, that's fun. Yeah, I love describing sometimes paintings as being delicious. Like, how can a painting have a kind of a food description? But sometimes they do. All right, I'm trying to get that soft peony-ness. Oh, I lost that little bit of green. Leave that there. Oh, this is, I didn't do this bud here. All right, it's getting there. Yeah, that pulling it together part of it's so much about being patient till the very end and then adding the things in at the end. But it's so hard to be patient like that. These two flowers really bleed together here on the right. Peony-ness, that's what I'm trying to paint. I think the middle needs to go a little bit darker, and I need to, every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Yeah, thanks, Ellen. Yeah, every Wednesday. When I first started doing this, I was thinking, how am I going to make a commitment to doing something every Wednesday morning? And now I enjoy it enough that it's not like a commitment. It's just a fun thing that happens every Wednesday morning. I like that gold showing through there. I'm going to leave that. But I need to make this focal point a little bit more dominant and put a little bit of that beautiful pink in there. How many minutes do I have? I have a couple of minutes. So all you ever need are a few minutes, paintbrush and some paint, and all the magic can happen. I always say to make a painting, I don't really need things like inspiration or anything. I just need an hour and some art supplies. Sip of my coffee. Now I'm going to step back a little bit here and think about what parts need attention. Like this underneath. Oh, this flower needs to go darker here. And this might be a little too much of a dominant. Thank you, Anita. So do I. Hanging out with you guys. I do feel like you're here with me. Someday when I'm retired, we could do this on a real Wednesday morning. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, it's a good hour, productive hour of my day. I feel like I need a little. I think it's close to finished because now I'll start to find that I fuss with it too much then. But I can fuss with it for what, 4 more minutes? Just making sure. Time is so hard to find. Yeah, you have to give something else up. The hard thing is, like I don't work out as much as I should or clean as much as I should. It's like, you have to make those priorities. And I was reading a thing about time and, how to, kind of be more productive. But it's more about priorities than anything and what you want to make the time for. But it's a hard thing for me to think about because I don't know which things not to do. I feel like I need like a life coach to come in and tell me, oh, these are the things you should just give up and not even do anymore. I think I might be finished, but maybe I need a little, I feel like this needs to go a little more dramatic in the middle there. Oops. Sorry, my stomach's growling. That helped it a little bit, didn't it? It's really not that color in there, but when I look at it through the phone, it needed more drama. A little more blue. What time is it? 57. All right, I'm going to sign it and call it finished. I'll do this. There we go. So I'll show it to you. A cleaning crew. I need a cleaning crew for sure. So there it is, and there's my reference, and there's my palette. I don't think I really added too much else in there. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me today, guys. It was fun, and as usual, I'll save this. Yes, intentional brush strokes, always, yes, especially those last ones. And I'll save this, and it'll be on my website, on my blog page, and also I'll put it on my YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube, be sure to watch my videos and like them and comment on them too. So thanks for coming, guys, and we'll see you again next Wednesday. Bye, Sheila. Bye, Ellen. See you guys. Have a good day.